Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to a new series on the Project channel. My hair is getting crazy. My wife has not cut it. Hopefully, she'll cut it soon. Anyways, let's talk about music. And I've had tons of series. Well, not tons, but I've had 4 or 5 series on this channel, or different ways to do it. But I have a different thing I'm going to start today. It's called Track by Track, and it's something kind of different that I'm going to be doing random songs that I listen to, and I kind of give you my opinion on the songs. A lot of these are from YouTube, so you can go search these up and give me your thoughts down below, or if you've heard them, whatever. And some of these might be newer songs, some of these might be a couple years old, some of these might be older than that. So let's get right into it, and that's what I want to do with this series. It's right into it, talking about music and giving my blunt opinions about them. I like them, I hate them, what do I like about the art, if I want to say anything about the artist, and then I move on to the next one. So let's start with one that some people may be kind of blah if I'm talking about Marilyn Manson. But let's go ahead and get it out of the way. First of all, I'm a huge fan of Marilyn Manson. I've listened to him for a quite a while. Probably it's the worst time to say when you got into him around this time, but the Dope Show album is when I really got into this artist. But I wasn't listening to the Dope Show because I wasn't a huge fan of that. But I have gone back and, well, Mechanical Animals, my bad. Mechanical Animals is when I kind of got into it because I was intrigued by the music, and I knew he probably had better music out there. Now I didn't know that this would cause such a problem with talking to my parents at the time and things like that. But anyway, he has new music out, a couple new singles. He's kind of been in and out of having some good albums. I'm trying to think of the name of the album, the last one that I bought, but it had like White Spider, Wight, Spider. And then he had on that album it was like Four Rusted Horses, Four Rested Horses. So I think it was one of those two, one of those of the two. And this album was really, I think it was the High and the Low. Yeah, yeah, great album. One of his most recent, like really good albums. Blew me away when I bought it. I think I paid about 10, 11, 12 bucks for it. It was definitely worth it. It was worth paying for that. And I, in an age where, and this was probably about 5, 6 years ago, I bought it. It was definitely worth the money to buy it because it was. I listened to that thing like so much times. But he has a new song out called "Cry Little Sister." It's okay. It's not his best. Like I said, he's going in and out and having really good albums. The past couple albums, I haven't really been a huge fan of. It's just he's. I don't know what to say about him. I think he's a genius personally, but he just. I think doesn't want to do the same stuff over and over again. That's what I think he doesn't want to do. If he would go back to the way kind of he was, he wouldn't have to do the rugged stuff or anything. He wouldn't have to be like super like anti-religious or anything like that. He just needs to go back to the gritty stuff he used to do. If that means getting another band and getting all new bandmates, I think that might actually freshen him up a little bit, and people might actually enjoy his music. Ozzy's had a hell of a career, and he's pretty much kind of did certain things where he's had different band members throughout the years, and I think Marilyn Manson could benefit from that. But "Cry Little Sister" was a pretty good song I checked out. Not bad. It's pretty basic, pretty simple, but it's pretty good. The next track was Avril Lavigne. I actually checked out "Head Above Water." This is a really good song. Avril Lavigne's kind of, I think, been out of the whole loop, and I think a lot of people think that she's not, I guess, in the loop anymore. She's kind of not popular anymore. But to me, I've always liked her, and something about her just kind of, draws me to her. And I talked about this in the an older video I talked about where I think I did Avril Lavigne and I want to say Demi Lovato, but I don't think that's right. So I think Demi Lovato one I did with Ariel Pink. Avril Lavigne I think I did with somebody else, and I don't remember who I did her with, but really good stuff. I enjoy her music. Like I said, the newer song is called Head Above Water. I think it was released like less than a week ago, but I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that. But the YouTube video said 2 days ago, I believe, when I watched it. So, okay. But really good ballad or good slow song. Kind of depressing, like listening to it. It is kind of a depressing song, but yeah, I think that she's a lot better at that stuff. But I wish she would kind of be able to do some for other stuff. But I think the way she sings, a lot of the mellow, melodic songs is what she's better at, to be completely honest. And some people just may not be into it, but I like her. The Black Eyed Peas have a new song that may be kind of controversial. I haven't really heard much from it though, but they have a song called "Big Love." This song's kind of crazy. I think this is kind of a newer song. I could be wrong, but it's actually a pretty good song. It's actually kind of long, but I don't know if it was long because of the music video and there's this extended song version of it. But I mean, it's not bad. It's, I think Black Eyed Peas are kind of underrated. And I don't think Fergie's in it anymore, but they're still pretty good. They're kind of more of a pop act now, but like I said, I think they do churn out a couple hits every once in a while. And I actually didn't even know they were still together. And I don't know, they just got back together for, some political reason or a reason why they want to release music. Because this kind of deals, the music video is kind of dealing with the shooting and the whole deportation thing going on. So I'm thinking it's a pretty, I'm thinking it's a, I think I said I'm stinking. It's stinking. Over. Let's move on. But yeah, I kind of enjoyed Big Love. It was a decent song. Then I went down a spider hole and I checked out this dude. Evidently the band is called, I don't know if it's him or the band, it's called Hardcore Superstar. That's kind of a, when you call yourself kind of that name, you kind of wonder because you don't really know if it's the band name or is it the person called Hardcore Superstar because it's singular word. I'm not trying to be like all grammar correct and everything, but it's kind of confusing. But anyway, checked out 3 videos. The first one was not very good. I immediately changed off of it. Like as soon as I got past the chorus, it was called Baboon. It was horrible. I didn't like it. This seemed like it was one of their older ones, so I'm assuming that they put that out and didn't really catch fire. Really, Baboon. Electric Rider was really good. That was a really good song. You Can't Kill My Rock and Roll, really awesome. And Hardcore Superstar is kind of a band that seems they're like a Motley Crue type sound, like Poison, like that kind of music. I enjoy that kind of music. If someone's able to do it nowadays, I think it's really like a true testament that they kind of love that music and they want to have that music continue, in the music world. So I enjoyed all those songs. Check out Hardcore Superstar. Awesome if you never checked them out. Then I checked out Disturbed. They have a couple new songs out, which I did not know they were back together again. The first one I saw was Are You Ready? And I was sitting there listening to the song, and I'm like, I immediately kind of just blah on it. But I'm like, well, you know what? It is 2018. They took some time off, and maybe a whole new generation is going to get into it because of this song. Because this song sounds like a lot of their songs they had out before. And then I checked out A Reason to Fight like 3 days later or longer. And it's actually a really good ballad of theirs that they released. I guess it's coming out on the new album. I don't know when it comes out or if it's already out. I have no idea. But I was just seeing the video, and A Reason to Fight was actually a pretty decent song. So if you want to check out a really good new Disturbed song, A Reason to Fight is actually pretty good. It's on YouTube, but check that out. Then I checked out, the other day I checked out Frog Leap Studios. If you haven't heard of him, oh my god. I don't know his name. I'm not going to try and pronounce his name. I don't even know his name, I don't think. I've probably seen it like once or twice, but he did a cover of Eminem's Lose Yourself. It's really good. I enjoyed it. It was like a puppet doing it. And then I checked out some Five Finger Death Punch songs. These songs are probably kind of older, I'm assuming. I don't know which ones are new. Gone Away, I checked that out. And I also checked out When the Seasons Change. This guy has shocked me. This guy, and I'm pretty sure, maybe, hopefully, if I get this wrong, call me out down below. Let me know if I'm wrong. But this guy was originally in the band Motor Grader, and he went on to form Five Finger Death Punch. I was a huge fan of Motor Grader when he was with them, and really, I don't think Motor Grader lost much because they got another singer, and I think he's pretty much as good as him or better because they do a lot of good stuff. I think the second album was okay, of Motor Grader, which had the new singer on it, but it wasn't as good as the original one because there was but then again, the original Motor Grader CD only had like a couple of good songs on it that I really, really enjoyed. And the second CD was more consistent, and the sound was still there. It just wasn't as good. So hopefully if Motor Grader, if they already, maybe already have, I don't know. They've already put out a third album or will put out a third album, then maybe we'll see a better music from them, and they'll kind of find themselves since they have a new singer. But this guy's really good. I like his, melodic stuff, his, slow songs. He does a really good job. And these are two slow songs from them. Then I also checked out Stone Sour, Burn One, Turn One. Stone Sour is going down this road right now that I love Corey Taylor to death. I love Slipknot. I love watching his acoustic stuff when he goes on tour, and he has all. You can watch tons of Corey Taylor acoustic stuff on YouTube. But Stone Sour is kind of going down this road right now where when they're taking these huge breaks between Slipknot and to do Stone Sour, Corey Taylor, and they're recording like a bunch of albums in a row, and it's kind of, I think, hurting Stone Sour more than helping. I think that he needs to take more of a break and either do something else or go back to Slipknot or start doing a solo album or something like that, because Stone Sour is being kind of... I'm trying to think of a band to like compare him to, and the only thing I can come up with is, I guess, like Nickelback, sort of. And I know that it sounds bad, but like not in the way that their music, but in the way that Nickelback would always have these hits and everything like that. Well, and also Three Doors Down is a good example as well, is that they had all these hits at the beginning of their career, and then now it's like Stone Sour puts out these albums, and they hardly have any radio play. They don't get any, like, major songs, on the radio. And he's big enough where he should be getting radio play. He should be getting, songs on the radio. And if these songs aren't good enough to go on the radio, and if he's not caring that much to get them on the radio, then he needs to take a break and chill on it. This is probably not the best song they put out, but Burn On, Turn On wasn't bad. But a lot of times, Stone Sour, their ballads are the ones that get them onto the radio. And they're pretty good, but, that gets tiring after a while. So, pause for a yawn break. But Dee Snider, also check out Dee Snider, Become the Storm. Dee Snider, Become the Storm. Dee Snider's awesome. I love Dee Snider, the lead singer of Twisted Sister. He has some great music nowadays. He's kind of more of a progressive kind of rock guy. Or I guess you'd call him the same thing as Hardcore Superstar. He kind of sounds like that, but kind of with like Alice Cooper vibe to him now, I guess, sort of. But he's really cool. I like his music. If you've never checked him out, if you like Alice Cooper, if you like Ozzy Osbourne, you might like Dee Snider. Comes off a little bit more cheesier in his videos, so just ignore the videos and listen to the music. That's all you gotta do. Then I checked out Tech Nine, and I heard about this song, but I never heard it. So I actually finally got to hear this song. It's actually pretty good. It's okay. It's not the greatest, and I'll get to this in a second. But Tech Nine is a song called "Straight Out the Gate," and it's with Surge. I'm not even gonna try it, from System of a Down. I'm not gonna Tankian, whatever his name is, from System of a Down. And I saw that, and I'm like, ooh, wow, that's interesting. And Surge basically, I think, does the chorus. And Tech Nine does the verses, I think, pretty much. I think Tech Nine might be able to do a little bit of the chorus, but it's pretty neat. It's interesting to see Surge up there with Tech Nine. It's really confusing to me. It's a pretty good song. It's not bad. Yeah, I've always wanted to hear it. Then I checked out a little bit. I've heard it before, and I kind of just checked it out a little briefly. Falling in Reverse, cover of Gangster's Paradise. Pretty good for a punk band to cover this song. I kind of enjoyed it. I remember listening to it before, and I'm like, that's pretty good, but I don't want to listen to the whole song, so I turned it off. But I mean, it's the same thing. It's nothing special. It's Gangster's Paradise. If you've heard the song before and you like the song, got to hear the punk version. You should check it out. It's pretty cool. Falling in Reverse is the band that did the cover. Then one day I kind of fell down a hole. I started listening to and actually getting into this band. They're actually pretty good, and I think I've listened to them before. I just kind of forgot about them. And I don't think I did any videos about this band. So really, really cool is Ice Nine Kills. Ice Nine Kills is the band, and they did a cover of Animals from Maroon 5. I had to write down the band because I actually thought it was going to be the Nickelback song, and then I clicked on it, and I'm like, oh, that's the Maroon 5 song. Wasn't the song I thought it was going to be. But yeah, they did a pretty good job covering that song. And then I heard their actual songs, "The American Nightmare" and "Thank God It's Friday." The and these songs are weird because it's kind of like they go through every genre of metal in every single song, and it's kind of interesting. Like I don't know what you call that, but the way they do it, it works. And I'm just intrigued by it. And I listened to probably about 5 songs, but I didn't write them all down. And I think that for some reason it didn't register on my history, but I know I watched more than just the 2 or 3. Um, but yeah, definitely worth watching Ice Nine Kills. The last thing I checked out was, wow, some clips from the movie, kind of music related, kind of movie related, and maybe I'll do a movie trailer review of this. But pretty much, if you're watching my videos, this is kind of more music related. So I checked out kind of a Bohemian Rhapsody, which is the movie about Queen, more or less the movie about, oh, I'm blanking on his name. Dude that was the lead singer, Freddie Mercury. There you go. This movie pretty much about Freddie Mercury, but I guess it talks about Queen too. I would assume it's more about Freddie Mercury than it is Queen, but you see a lot of the story of Queen, and it's a really good movie. The actor's really good. He looks a lot like him. Like you can just tell they're putting a lot into this movie, and this guy is going to get made from this movie. Like he is going to get super popular. If he doesn't get any acting roles after this, I'm going to be super surprised because this movie looks awesome. I mean, check out Bohemian Rhapsody. I think this was, I don't know what I put here. I put clip. But anyway, yeah, it's really good. They show a lot of scenes from the movie, and they pretty much show like a big dramatic scene in the movie that I'm like, yep, I kind of want to see that. So definitely interested in seeing that movie. So I hope you enjoyed this kind of quick rundown of songs, and like I said, it's kind of a new thing, track by track here, and still thinking about different ways, other ways to change the channel. Hope you guys have been enjoying the content coming out. I don't know if a daily thing is going to be the thing for the future of this channel. Like I said, I've been thinking about everything, and I'm at the end of the video. If you make it to the end of the video, say twist ties are amazing, and I'll know you made it to the end of the video. And the reason why I say that, if you made it to the end of the video, like I said, sometimes I just ramble on. I'm going to try and do that from now on. If anything topic related to the channel, if you want to know more stuff about the channel, at the end I'll probably give you a word to tell me you made it to the end, and I'll probably talk about stuff. And the why I want to do this is because I don't know if the channel name is going to change, if the way I do video. I mean, I'm not going to start editing. That's not going to happen. I ain't got time for that right now. Maybe in the future I'll start doing that stuff again. Or if I find an easier way to do it. But right now, I just don't have the way to do it. But yeah, I think a channel name change may be in order. And maybe just the way I do my videos, the way I present stuff, the way because I think this was kind of a better way that I kind of just ramble off songs and talk about them. And then you can always jot these songs down on a piece of paper or put them in on your phone. Pause the video and put them in on your phone or something and save them, or however you want to save the songs, or maybe you'll go back and listen to me, and however you do it. But yeah, I just want to check out songs and tell you guys about certain tracks. I would love to go back and do album reviews, and I will do it when I have a chance. And movie reviews are probably still going to be called movie reviews. But we'll see. I'm playing with different things I want to do. Do I want to do one day a week where I review all the movies I've watched? Do I want to do one day a week where I talk about music? And maybe some other random vlogs throughout the week. That could be something to talk about, maybe something to do. And then is there any other things that I should introduce to the channel? I don't want to bring back the wrestling. I don't want to bring back the reselling. That stuff is going to stay on their separate channels, and I'm trying to do at least one video a week over on those channels. So, like I said, this is the main hub, so you're going to hear some stuff about other channels on this channel. But I try and keep this channel out of the other ones. I'll talk about them. But if you are interested, I still do have the other channels, Brad Tragic Music. I have Retro Asylum. Is it Reseller Asylum? I think it's Retro Asylum. Retro Asylum, and I also have, I'm blanking, Breakdown. There you go, Breakdown. Where I talk about pro wrestling. And really, pro wrestling is where I kind of want to go back to and put a little bit more effort into the pro wrestling aspect right now. But I do enjoy talking about music and movies, and I kind of do want to stick to doing that. So, like I said, I may go to a different format of uploading videos. Just one, to save me the heartache, and then when I get an opportunity to come back and do more, I guess, of an approach that I can do more with the channel, then maybe I'll go back to doing shorter videos on a daily basis, or more. I guess I kind of just want to slow down until I get more of a following. And if I don't get that following, then at least I'm not wasting a lot of time, doing this. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe on everything I talked about today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Rock on. I guess anyway. But like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. Catch you guys later. See you on the next video. Keep rocking. Keep on listening to music. Later, guys.